What's going on, guys? I got my phone behind another beanie, so I'll be surprised if this phone stays up for longer than 5 or 6 seconds. But I don't know. I'm a content creator, I guess thriving to be content creator. I make skits, videos, and I've started to fluctuate some people over the Twitch, which is a streaming platform, and TikTok, and blah, blah, blah. Basically, I got a question that kind of reflected my ability as a Christian. I've been a Christian, like a very strong, very faithful Christian for... I'm gonna be posting this video to my TikTok, my Twitch, my Facebook, my YouTube, my Instagram, every social media that has my name on it. I have a lot of church members in that group, or on those pages, and honestly, I hope they watch it. You know, I'm gonna die one day, and that could be tomorrow, when my son is not even 2 years old, or that could be in 75 to 85 years, or when I've taught my son everything that I possibly can to try to be a loyal son to the Lord, to be a man of God, or to be the man of the household, be loyal to his spouse, his partner, and hopefully one day he can trickle that down to his kids and his generation, and it's just, you know, our family is a never-ending generation of the Lord. And, you know, there might be a house, but there's no home without the Lord. I was pretty addicted to porn for a while. You know, I saw it when I was probably like 9 or 10, and it kind of just stuck with me. I never had to do it every single day for me to function, and most people think that that's what being addicted to something is. My addiction is the fact that I couldn't stop on my own. That's what an addiction is. I mean, I could go 3-4 days without doing it, and then something catches my eye, like you know, somebody with a big butt catches my eye, and I'm like, oh fuck, I fell back into it. You know, when I got older, like right around, I don't know, 18, 19, 20, I was able to control it a lot more. And just about, you know, I'm 25 now, just about a year ago or so, I was completely pretty much done with it. And it wasn't just myself. It was God. The God in the Bible helped me a lot with that. I mean, 100%. I struggled with it, you know, for 7, 8, 9 years. Like, and a lot of people think that lusting is just simply pulling up porn and getting off to that. Lusting is like everything, you know. For me, I'm a guy. I'm not gonna look at some guy's butt. I'm gonna look at some girl's butt and be like, damn, that's a nice, you know, that's a nice piece of ass right there. Like, most guys function like that. That is lusting. Like, I try not to do that anymore. I mean, I really want my son to grow up knowing that his dad, you know, watched porn and masturbated and couldn't live his life without this sexual desire to watch other females get it. Oh, there's a rabbit. Other females get it, or other females pleasure themselves. And I don't know. So there's one thing in my Bible. It's on the first page. It's probably the most meaningful thing I've put in here. And I wrote it when I was in a really bad spot and I just couldn't get out. I mean, I was struggling really bad. I opened my Bible and I wrote it. I said, lust controls me. Porn controls me. I hate it. I have a family, a wife. I desire to watch porn. Please, Lord, release these lustful thoughts. So I wrote that. That was the big reason. That was also the bigger reason. You know, I have a beautiful wife, beautiful family, and I desire to watch other females, you know, get it. And it was kind of starting to fuck with my head, because I was thinking, like, you know, my wife to do this, like this one girl in the video. I don't want her, you know, doing like, you know, I don't want her going down like that. I want her going down like this. It's just, it's a very fuckful thing in your mind. And I really just kind of said, like, you know, I mean, she does everything for me. She pleasures me, pleasure her. That's what a relationship is. Why am I wanting to see her and want someone else to do that to me? And why would I want to think about someone else doing that? That was another big reason of why I wanted to stop. And it's very clear. It's a clearful mind. And let me tell you about the way that I actually did finally end up stopping. I was actually doing it this one day, and you know, I pulled up the video, I started jorking it, and my dog just started going absolutely berserk, like crazy at the front door. And I closed the app, put it away, and I go back to do my, you know, I think I was playing video games or something. And then like 10 minutes later, I'm like, man, it's stuck in my head. Let me just get it out and let it get done with. And I pulled, I started jorking it again. And as soon as I pull that video up, my dog starts going absolutely berserk again. Staring right at my front door. There's a piece of pamphlet or paper or something like that on it. And I opened the door, and I know it was about Jesus, but I cannot remember if it said come talk to God or come to church and praise to God. I mean, if that's not a clear sign that God's wanting me to stop and get out of this lustful life, then I don't know what is. And that was the big turning point in my my masturbation career. So, God really helped me out, and he's helped me out a lot. He's helped my mind clear every time I struggle with it. Like, he's there. I know he is. It's just, you got to remember that God's there to keep you on the right path, but he's going to let you choose the wrong decision. Just, like that. He's not here just to, watch you do everything great, because then you have no choice to go to heaven or hell. He wants you to choose. He wants you to believe in him. He wants you to do by him. And he's got to let you choose if you're going to be by him or if you're going to be by the other one, devil. So open your Bible. If you don't have a Bible, go to your local church, talk to somebody, ask somebody. I'm sure that church would be more than happy to give somebody a Bible. It may not be the newest, it may not be the greatest. It's probably got other people's phases and stuff in there, but that's good. That means you have somebody experienced to read off of. And if you're too scared to do that, go to Amazon, go to your local bookstore, go somewhere. Bibles are like $22 just for a basic standard one. Just go start reading. Go start praying to God. Go talk to God. I promise it'll make some kind of difference, and that it's like a snowball effect.